Hey folks, how y'all doing? I'm doing a video on my new ATV trailer. It's an Ohio Steel professional grade poly swivel dump cart. 12.5 cubic feet. It holds 1,250 pounds capacity. And this is built solid rock. And I'm going to be building here's my manual. Of course it's online. I'm going to be building side rails for it. As you can see there, and here are the diagrams and all that stuff for it. And you can do dividers, but it's got 12 inches of ground clearance. It's a super built. I looked all around on the net, and it's about the best one I can find. And here's your trailer. You can use a trailer with an 1 7/8 trailer ball, or 2-inch. Shows you how to hook it up. Or the 1 7/8 below the ball or above the ball. Your choice. Or you just use the pin mount. So you can use either way. And it says do not exceed above 20 miles an hour when towing a dump cart. That's pretty good speed. Some of them say don't go above 8. But it dumps. It's got zerks for grease wheels, seal bearings, all the good stuff. It's got 16-inch wheels. And I know Ohio Steel is a good company. It's made in USA. And it's rated for 1,250 pounds. All the good stuff. Tire pressure should be at 24 psi. And it's built like, I had a John Deere 10P, 10 cubic feet before. I made some of those for it too. I had a John Deere 10P before, but with just 650 pounds capacity. Nice wagon. I mean, that's just probably the limit. It's probably above that, but that's the safety ratings. But this has got a little more ground clearance than what my old cart had. Like I said, it's got 12 inches of ground clearance. All right, let me show you what it looks like in real person. And I'll be working on this project. This will be like a little series video. Put it all into one though. But here she is, y'all. And as you see, it's got 16-inch big wheels on it, big tires, and she is stout. And right here, I'll demonstrate that later on, but right there is to what you put your foot on to make it dump, to make the whole cart dump. And then there's your, I made a divider for it. I used some old scrap plywood. I use a 1x6 to stiffen it up. But look at the ground clearance on this thing, y'all. For a little poly cart, I mean, that is the bomb. That's 12 inches of ground clearance. So, I mean, right there, that's just, to me, that's worth everything going in the woods, getting a load of firewood, or anything, camping, out on the trail, or if you want to, if you harvest a big old deer, kill a big old deer, you can take them out of the woods with you. And these are all salt treated. This was a 1x8, but I ripped them, and I'm gonna be building my my little uppers for that, my fencing or racks. And there's the grease fittings and all there in the wheels. She's rock solid. And they're 16 by 7.5 by 8s. The wheels are. So she's gonna be nice. And best of all, what I like about this thing is when you're going over the trail, watch this. This thing moves back and forth, look. It pivots. So when you're going over uneven terrain, it won't, bind up on you. So that's a pretty good feature. I like that. But alright, I'm going to get back to building my extensions for this thing. so I can haul more debris and brush and firewood and that kind of stuff in. Alright, well, we'll be back shortly. Alright, thanks for watching. Okay, y'all, here's a finished product, almost finished. I gotta do some sanding on my my rails, all that good stuff, but it gave a lot more clearance. I mean, about I want to say a little more than a foot, about 13 inches of more clearance. But yeah, I mean, I gotta do some sanding on the side right there, so my little girl rides in it with, you know, I want to make sure that everything's nice and smooth. But yeah, I mean, that's what I came up with, and I did a little different than what the instructions said because I want to do it my way. So like, you know, but I'll show you what I did to it. 1 second. All right. Well, I put in these corners right here on both sides, as y'all can see. Then instead of making the rails come out, out to here, so I made them, you know, straight. That way I could dump it easier. It won't be nothing to hang on, or no obstructions. But my screws are sticking out just a little bit, so I'm gonna take my DeWalt grinder with the sanding disc on it. I'll show you that right here. That's this right here. Great for sanding down screw heads and doing wood, smoothing it down. Plus, then I got my orbital sander down there too, like a 60 grit on it, smooth everything down. But yeah, that's what I got come up with. And this is a nice cart. For store-bought, I mean, not being homemade or manufactured, it does a great job. And I got my screws. I got a place where I screwed too close to the edge, so I'll put some Minimax Miracle Wood in that, like it's like Bondo, and I'll sand that down. So I marked them. But yeah, overall, she came out real good. And it gives you that much more clearance where you want to put in firewood or brush or any of that kind of stuff. And they will come out. So it's not a problem right there. And these right here, I got these screwed, countersunk right there at an angle, about a 30-degree angle going into the wood. So it won't move for a while until the wood dries, and because you know, salt pressure treated turns it shrink and warp and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm gonna put a good coat of stain on it. I got some homemade stain that I made out of linseed oil and turpentine and mixture of walnuts from a walnut tree, black walnut tree. I got American walnut, excuse me, that I got outside here. In fact, I'll show you the walnut tree. And I got tons of walnuts on that thing. I got a fire going in that stove to keep everything warm in there. There, I'll show you the black walnut tree. But last year when I was making a deer blind for my dad, I wanted to go with a natural type stain. But they're not hard to find either. But that's a black walnut tree. I'll get over here a little bit more. That's a black walnut right there. And most of your walnuts have already fell down by now. Or squirrels and picked them out of there. But that's an old tree there. They don't grow very fast. This type of tree doesn't anyway. But here's, let me see if we get some up close looks at some walnuts. Black walnuts. You can eat these too. But I mean, if you get them on your hands, they are stained forever. But here's some walnuts right here. That's a black walnut. It's green, but then it turns like a brown after it's hitting the ground for a while. And there should be another one. There's another one right there. And that hull is where you get your stain out of. And it's full of worms and everything else. But yeah, they are a great source of making homemade stain. My dad taught me that when I was a kid. But the ground was covered up. Most of them, the squirrels did the thing with. But that's what I use for my stain. And cheesecloth or a strainer and that kind of stuff, you can make your own stain. But all right, we'll go back over here. Ongoing boat project. But yeah, I got the fire going to keep it warm. And it's pretty warm out here today. It's about 60 something degrees, but I want it warm here with this glue and the humidity wouldn't be up. Yeah, she is doing great, and yeah, I can't wait to put it to use. And this, another thing, I use Gorilla Glue. That right there, the original. That is some great stuff. The original Gorilla Glue. Let me tell you, don't get on your fingers. I mean, turpentine and paint thinner will get it off, but I didn't realize. But I know now. And that's what it looks like when it dries up. You have to moisten it with a wet cloth. Then you screw in between your where you're going to overlap or connect together. But that's what it looks like when it dries. So anyway, I just want to show you all that, and I'll come back when I get through sanding it down of all my rough spots and these edges. I don't want any sharp edges like on my metal or anything I weld. No sharp edges, so they'll get sanded down too. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, y'all, I'm back again. I got everything sanded down. All the little screw heads and everything are ground down. Here's a better look of it. You can see where they were, and they're still there, but been ground down, so no points. Yeah, it came out pretty good. I'm getting ready to put a coat of stain on it, just to darken it up a little bit, because it's gonna get mildewed anyway. Being out there, I'm gonna keep it outside. But rounding these edges real good, so it wouldn't hurt my daughter or anybody. And a nice round edge. That Gorilla Glue, that stuff is amazing. But I'm gonna put a coat of stain on this thing, and let it be it. But originally I bought, this is what the boards look like. These were 2x12s. Excuse me, 1x8 by 12 footers. And I ripped them with my skill saw with a rip fence on it. And I went ahead and cut them, like this. And then I'll sand them down and all that stuff. Yeah, but originally, one second here, that's what we had to start off with. That's a big old board. So I was selective. I cut, with my knots out and this and that, what I had, but I got plenty of material up there. That's a good thing. But I was for other projects in the future. But anyway, I'm gonna throw a coat of stain on this, and I'll come back and let you see how it looks. All right. And I love this thing. The 16-inch tires on it, and it's got 12 inches of ground clearance, as y'all can see. No obstructions. Almost like an independent rear suspension. More ground clearance. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna stain these things.
Hey folks, I just got through staining it with my homemade stain, and that's what it looks like. You can see where my Gorilla Glue is came up, and I'll let you look at it. Okay. Gotta make this quick. Gotta start cooking dinner. But anyway, it turned out pretty good. I think it did anyway. But as you see here, got her all stained up, and I can put screws right in here if I want to. But I just did that for the time being to keep everything nice and square, so she won't warp on me. But the glorious thing about these raised stakes is you can just take and sorry about that shaking them around, but you can take them out. For some reason or other you don't want them in there, or you can just take them, put them in them slots like you got right here. They're in there. So I wanted to show you all that. Plus also, check this out. I know y'all might, some of y'all might not like this, but up underneath here is a pin, hitch pin. You know, tractor pin. That way I can just take it on out. Well, kind of hard one-handed. Anyway, hold up, y'all. Okay, I got it unlatched. All right, pull that out. There you go. You'll never lose a pin. Never lose it. Now, to put it back in there, easier said than done, but I got some paracord, 550 pound. I love that paracord. And just stick it in. Voila. She's there. You'll never ever have to worry about losing a pin again. And of course I had to drill it out about a 1/16 or so, but hey, it's well worth it. We never worry about losing a pin. But anyway, but this thing pivots back and forth, as y'all can see. It's awesome. And right here, if you just want to dump it, wow. You just step on it with your foot down there. Yeah, that piece right there. And anyway, there we go. All right. Anyway, you just come lock it back. Simple as that. Pretty simple. Let's see. Let's try it again. And it's brand new. It's got to get broke in. But she's in there. But you know, hey, it's nothing perfect, but I like it. If I got to press that down to latch it, probably shouldn't have to. Alright, you gotta, oh well, that's pretty good. Anyway, y'all, this is my video on this product and my attachments that I made. I like it. Like I say, for a bought machine, 1,250 pounds, 1,250 pounds is nice. Tractor Supply, I got it for $299. So let me know what you think. Please comment. And let me know what you think about what my job I did. All right. Anyway. This is KVUSMC, or Kenneth W. Vire Jr. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, anything y'all want to do. Y'all take it easy now. Thanks for watching, y'all. All right, this was a fun project. Let me tell you. All right, now. Y'all take it easy now. Bye-bye.